Lesson: Proactive Risk Communication Frameworks. Proactive risk communication frameworks are integral to developing robust risk management strategies, especially within the dynamic fields of blockchain and artificial intelligence. These frameworks are designed to anticipate potential risks and effectively communicate them to stakeholders, ensuring informed decision-making and minimizing adverse impacts. One of the primary goals of proactive risk communication is to foster transparency and trust among stakeholders, which is crucial when implementing new technologies like blockchain and AI that are often met with skepticism due to their complexity and potential risks. A critical component of proactive risk communication is understanding the audience. Effective communication requires tailoring messages to the specific needs, concerns, and comprehension levels of different stakeholder groups. For example, technical stakeholders such as developers and engineers may require detailed, data-driven explanations of potential risks and mitigation strategies. In contrast, non-technical stakeholders, like executives or end users, may benefit more from high-level overviews and implications for business operations or user experience. This differentiation ensures that each group receives relevant information that is easily digestible and actionable, enhancing overall understanding and engagement. One practical tool for crafting audience-specific messages is the risk communication matrix, which categorizes stakeholders based on their level of influence and interest. This matrix helps identify the most effective communication strategies for each group. For instance, high-influence, high-interest stakeholders, such as investors or regulatory bodies, may require regular, in-depth briefings and direct involvement in decision-making processes. In contrast, low-influence, low-interest stakeholders, like the general public, may only need periodic updates or educational materials to maintain awareness, without overwhelming them with unnecessary detail. Another essential element of proactive risk communication is the early identification of potential risks. This involves continuously monitoring and analyzing the internal and external environment to detect emerging threats. Techniques such as scenario planning and predictive analytics can be invaluable in this context. Scenario planning involves envisioning various future scenarios and assessing their potential impact on the organization. This approach allows organizations to prepare for various outcomes and develop contingency plans for high-risk scenarios. Predictive analytics, on the other hand, leverages historical data and machine learning algorithms to forecast future events and trends, providing early warnings of potential risks. A case study illustrating the effectiveness of predictive analytics in proactive risk communication is IBM's use of AI to predict IT system failures. By analyzing vast amounts of data from system logs, IBM's predictive models can identify patterns indicative of impending failures, allowing IT teams to address issues before they escalate into significant disruptions. This proactive approach not only enhances system reliability, but also builds trust with clients by demonstrating a commitment to maintaining service quality. In addition to identifying risks, proactive risk communication frameworks emphasize the importance of clear and consistent messaging. Consistency in communication helps prevent misinformation and confusion, which can exacerbate stakeholder concerns and lead to reputational damage. One practical approach to ensuring consistency is the development of a centralized communication platform where all risk-related information is documented and disseminated. This platform can serve as a single source of truth for both internal and external stakeholders, streamlining communication processes and ensuring that everyone receives the same information. Moreover, the integration of visual aids, such as infographics and dashboards, can significantly enhance the clarity and impact of risk communications. Visual aids can distill complex information into easily understandable formats, making it more accessible to non-technical stakeholders. For example, a dashboard displaying real-time risk metrics and trends can provide a quick overview of the organization's risk landscape, enabling stakeholders to make informed decisions promptly. Effective risk communication also requires a feedback loop to ensure that messages are not only received, but also understood and acted upon. This involves actively soliciting feedback from stakeholders and using it to refine communication strategies and address any gaps or misunderstandings. Tools such as surveys, focus groups, and feedback forms can be employed to gather stakeholder input and gauge the effectiveness of communication efforts. By demonstrating a willingness to listen and adapt, organizations can foster a culture of openness and collaboration, further enhancing trust and engagement. The importance of a feedback loop is highlighted in a study by Covello and Sandman, which found that organizations that actively engage with stakeholders and incorporate their feedback into risk communication strategies are more successful in mitigating risks and maintaining stakeholder trust. This approach not only improves the quality of communication, but also empowers stakeholders by involving them in the risk management process. Finally, proactive risk communication frameworks must be adaptable to the evolving nature of risks and stakeholder expectations. This requires continuous evaluation and refinement of communication strategies to ensure their effectiveness in addressing new challenges. For instance, the rapid advancement of blockchain and AI technologies necessitates ongoing education and awareness efforts to keep stakeholders informed about the latest developments and associated risks. Regular training sessions, webinars, and informational materials can help build stakeholder knowledge and confidence, enabling them to better navigate the complexities of these technologies. In conclusion, proactive risk communication frameworks are essential for effective risk management in the context of blockchain and AI. By understanding the audience, identifying potential risks early, ensuring clear and consistent messaging, incorporating feedback, and maintaining adaptability, organizations can build trust and transparency with stakeholders, ultimately enhancing their overall risk management capabilities. Practical tools such as the Risk Communication Matrix, predictive analytics, centralized communication platforms, and visual aids can be instrumental in implementing these frameworks and addressing real-world challenges. By leveraging these tools and strategies, professionals in the field can not only manage risks more effectively, but also contribute to the responsible and sustainable adoption of blockchain and AI technologies.